Hey everybody, my name is Bluebilly. You might know me from being around the chocoTaco community for several years. If you look right above my head, you see something that appears to be flying at us. That's the meteor. And in Eco, the meteor is the enemy. Conveniently, this meteor tells us that we have 8 more days to destroy it. My job has been as the farmer for just Pixels City. Here we are, Pixels. That's our main building. This is our dock. And this is my barn. And I'm going to show you around the farm that I've been managing for about 3 weeks. I had some bins here. I put this cool door in. I don't need this cool door, but as many things go in Eco, I didn't do it because I needed it. I did it because it was cool. So I'll show you the harvest here in a little bit, but we have wheat over there, some corn back there, flax, sunflowers, and many, 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 many tomatoes. More tomatoes than anyone should ever need. Let me show you here real quick on the map where we're working with, where we are. Let's say that way. I am right here in the middle of this continent, which is half desert, half grassland with a nice river. So under the desert, we had lots of iron. Over here on the grassland, lots of crops, as you just saw. We also have a little settlement over here. This is my actual homestead over here, with some jungle crops. So over there, I was farming papayas and pineapples and taro roots and some mushrooms. And we had another settlement down here, which I actually might take you guys there and show you in this video. But this was our tundra settlement where we have many, many crops growing. So I won't do a full tour of the city because it's not really, first of all, you guys probably know about as much about the city as I do because I spent most of my time on the farms. But we had lots of stores. This is my food truck, and I'll show you, well, not mine, but this is my farm truck that I used. So this is our mayor and team leader is Manny, also known as Run Manny Run, who streams on Twitch and is well known in the Choco community. So what I do here, I'm making fertilizer, right, for the farm. I'm going to make some compost fertilizer. I better eat. My stomach is full after a few. And we have a craving for that, which I believe we have in storage somewhere. So I have the skill of milling. I could fix that, maybe, potentially. So what I could do here... Oh, we're definitely not out of sunflower seeds. So let me find them. So we have much storage. Something spoiled. Unless maybe the sunflower seeds themselves spoiled. No, here's some. Okay, go ahead. Take these sunflower seeds. Get those jobs done. So we have lots of cooking oils. We have a lot of everything, to be honest. Because it's almost the end of the playthrough. So I don't want to bore you guys with too much of this stuff. But now that I have it in my inventory, I have to do something with it. But I did want to show you. So we have the campfire cooking is my second skill. I started off with farming, which is what allows me to do these kind of jobs. So I'm gonna need some corn seeds. Did we really use all the corn? We did. Okay, well I guess I'll make wheat seeds then. So you use this table here to make seeds. So we'll do probably about 150. So we'll tell that to work. And I'll see if I can find some autumn stew in here. I thought I saw some. Oh wow, that's, somebody must have traded for that because I didn't make that many. That's vegetable soup. Oh, there's more. Oh, I should move those over. Let's try to move these over here. We'll put them in milling, baking, and it should pull from them first. So anyways, I don't want to get too bogged down in this stuff. I was really just looking for the autumn stew to satisfy my craving, but it may have gotten eaten. I don't know. It does happen when you're playing on a team. So in addition to Manny, we also have Steele, who's from Manny's community. Well, we're all from Choco's community also, but Steele's from Manny's team community, along with Zaffo and Schwa and Zephyr. So those have been my teammates these 3 weeks. A lot of fun, good communication. We had, oh, there it is. We had a nice little Discord server going, and would nudge each other with the work that needed to be done. So I'll show you, for people who maybe aren't familiar with eco, like what the heck is going on here. So I have a tractor, and there are implements. We should have a harvester in storage here. Planter and plow. No harvester. What? Yeah, okay. I don't know how that happened. I have 2 of them. We have 2 of them as a team. Maybe I can find it in here. Actually, I bet I know where they are. Yeah, here's one. That'll work. So I'll show you harvesting. Ooh, wow, look at how strong I am. I just moved this truck full of dirt. That coyote's just sitting there like he owns the place. Alright, so we will put this module in. Now, you can play first person. I like to switch to third person for this part. And it should start harvesting. So as you can see, we got that one little flax. You can see down at the bottom we're getting a bunch of sunflowers. So I will go through. I won't do the whole harvest for you guys here because that can be a bit tedious, but I did want to show you what the process looks like. And then once you get a nice tractor load ready to go, you can put it in the silo, or could, I suppose, carry it over to the kitchen and start making stuff with it. But what I'm going to do, just for y'all's sake, is come over here. So you can see we have 800 more rot, 900 more rot. You can see here in the silo all the stuff we have. And I can come down to the tractor right here and say, okay, there's another 700 flax and 300 of those and yada. Put some of all this in here, and we'll be able to replant that later. Oh, there's my little sign too. So we can head up here. I'm going to switch back because I like first person better. So we've got some beets growing here. Boy, he's lucky I don't have a bow. I would shoot that guy. And then I've got some beans. So here, this little thing that I'm using is a soil sampler. So I can come over here and it's going to tell me that the beans are overcrowded. That I'm only going to get 3 per. So then I pull out so we're getting actually 7. And the reason that we're getting 7 is because I'm maxed out on my gathering skill. Otherwise, like when I grew these over here, like 5 squares over, I was getting 4. Oh, now we're getting 4. So, it's a little bit finicky, but that's why you use fertilizer. We're making that fertilizer. You probably saw me cue that up a little bit ago. We use the fertilizer to improve the soil. So if you click here, see it says we're 68% nitrogen, 36% phosphorus, 65% potassium. And every crop is a little bit different. The way that you determine if an area is good for a particular crop is you go to your map. So we can see right now I don't have anything queued up. But using this menu in the world layers, plant group, plant, I can say, okay, I know beans grow around here because they grow in grassland. So I click on beans. Oh, wow, look at that. It's really good for beans. Actually, this is showing the population of what I just picked. So we don't want population, we want yield. So we go beans. Oh, okay, this area is really good for beans. So I might, if I look at this map, I can see that this back area doesn't, it's because you want the brighter the color, the better. So like these guys have like total bean land, right? Bean happiness. For me, I can't do that, but I might maybe put them over here for the next planting. And then, I can look and we're pretty good for beets around here. But if I click on something like bolete mushroom, actually, that's surprisingly close. But camas grows down here, but not up here. Corn we can grow, but cotton, you'll see, is not anywhere on this whole continent. It's only down here. So they have lots of cotton. We do not. So that's, the ecosystem works like that. We can't grow ferns here. We can grow tons of flax here, though. And I have. You can see some of the places I've been planting it. And apparently the tomatoes use the same nutrients in the soil as the flax do because they deteriorated that, having all those tomatoes there. I started the first ones over here. So you can see that black area. There's like no nutrients left at all because those tomato plants have crushed the soil. But yeah, so I could look at, we can't do rice here, but we could do some sunflowers. It's a little bit depleted from what we've been growing. Tomatoes would be happy, but we don't need more of those. We could do wheat. So like if I was really like trying to maximize my yield, probably what I would do is some combination of beets, beans, and maybe wheat in this little area. And that doesn't seem like a lot, but you could do a lot with this. So I'll just quickly show you like a little sample of how I would do this if I was still planting by hand, not using a plow. Just go right along. This particular hoe does 2 spots because it's a steel hoe. It's actually going to break soon. But I do a fair bit of hand planting, even though we have a tractor, because it's hard to get the tractor in some places. It's literally faster to do it by hand than it is by plow for some areas. So then I just go through and I just right click with the bean in my hand because the beans are the seeds. This is one that you don't need a separate seed. So I do this, and then after a while you get to where you can go pretty fast with it. Occasionally you miss one, so you go double check. Missed one right there. All right, now we're good to go. So we just made, oh, we can't stack that. 234 of those. Now I could pick these beets on my way over if I wanted, but I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys over to the jungle just for kicks because we're at the 15-minute, just about 15-minute mark, so not crazy. Yeah, so we have this dock area. You can swim. So, Well, there you go. You get to see that I can swim. This game is not realistic when it comes to that. But so this was our kitchen. You saw in there a bunch of stockpiles in there. All of our production is here. So I'll show you the advanced cooking machines that we have up here conveniently over the kitchen. So, you know, I go through, I know somebody did a bunch of boiled rice for us. So I take a look at this and I say, okay, we could char more beets, but we only have a little bit of infused oil. So let's just maybe do 3 of these. And then fish and chips, somebody made us some taro fries. So I'll do 5 of those. We can make a couple of hasamaki. Let's do that. And we'll make a few more millionaire salads because I'm excited I can make that finally. Then we can come over here and see, okay, we can make a goody enchiladas again. We only have 2 prime cuts though, so not a lot. And we don't have any tuna, so we can't make poke bowls. We don't have any of the stuff we need to make elk tacos, so we won't be making that. I guess I'll go ahead and mark for one of these, make that up. And then the industrial mill is broken, but this would do the same thing as the other mill that I showed you downstairs. If we had corn, I would make cornmeal so we could make more corn fritters. We have a lot of wheat, so maybe it makes sense to do that. We could make some rice flour, probably some cheese. Like, look at this, 1,200 sunflower seeds. They were somewhere, I just didn't have them marked on that other work. So let's do a little bit of flour. Do like 50 flour. Oh, we're gonna need to eat. We'll scroll down here. And we'll do some rice flour, maybe 50 of that as well. And yeah, maybe some flaxseed oil. Always good to have flaxseed oil. Those are pretty new. I guess I can eat the bison chow. Okay, good deal. Now if it lets me, I'll go down the ladder. Good. And I'll grab a little bit of food for the journey. I just like to find something with... Oh man, that's spoiled. Whatever it was. That's a bummer. Makes me sad when things spoil. Because, you know, people worked hours to make whatever it was. So, I don't like to see that, really. Oh wow. So much. These are so hard to make, and then they're about to die. Ugh. That's frustrating. So I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to queue up some more of it if I can find it. Oh, we only have 86 dirt left. I need to go get more dirt. Alright, so let me take you over to the jungle. But yeah, this is our cool little sitting area, outdoor area. That's where we live. I could show you the desert. Let me show you my prickly pears over in the desert real quick. I was growing agave here, but we just didn't really have a need for it anymore, so I stopped making it. But I don't know why they're not growing anymore. Yeah, this is fine. Thing is, somebody else may have picked it because we did not have the way the property is set up. This is not within one of our claims. So if you go to the towns, it's technically in our town area, so people shouldn't be able to mess with it. But I haven't played today, so it wasn't me. I don't know what happened there. Anyways, those are my prickly pears. We have a lot of them. Oh, server restart. Well, and my boat's gone. Okay, well, I guess I won't take you over to the jungle. Anyways, all I have, let me see if I can zoom in on the map and explain to you what I have over here. So my teammates dug underneath of here, which is why there's stockpiles full of rocks and wood. But I put here in this main middle section taro root. This section over here is all pineapple. This section right now is cooking mushrooms. But in the middle of the playthrough, I was growing orchids here. And then this whole section over here is all papaya trees. So we're getting about 150 papayas a day, about 150, 170 pineapples a day. And depending upon how many taro I turn into seed, you know, I could get as many as 200 taro in a day in this spot. The other area, I wasn't even going to take you there because it takes too long to ride there. But with no boat, I'm definitely not going to do it. We have rice, pumpkins, camas, and then on the top, lots of huckleberries, a little bit of green beans, some ferns. Up here, we had some, right here actually, firewood shoots, but I'm not growing those anymore. And camas along here, I believe. And bolete mushrooms on the second level under here. These are steps. So you come in, you park the boat here, walk up here, go up these stairs and up these stairs, and then you jump up here to get up to all the huckleberries. And this is, I mean, we're talking about like, now that it's fully planted, probably 1,200 huckleberries a day. So good stuff, a lot of fun. There's so much I could show you. This guy wasn't actually like part of the original team, but he moved super close on the first day, so he got to be like part of the town. And we had steam trucks, and there's a big old road that goes up to where you get gasoline. And we had neighbors over here and neighbors over to the east. We had our little country called the Land of the Wandering Turtle with our Just Pixels city in the middle. A lot of fun. Glad I got to play. But if you look in the bottom right corner, you see that the server does not like me right now. The server is restarting, which is perfect time for me to say thank you so much for checking out the video. If you were a part of the playthrough, I hope you had fun. I know I did. And I was really thankful to Manny and team. And if you have questions about eco farming, please drop them in the comments. I don't know how often I'll make content on this game, but I just wanted to show you what I've been up to for the last couple weeks. Thanks so much. Bye for now.